Welcome back to another In the Iron Garden development commentary. And in this development commentary, I'm actually not in the Iron Garden. I'm in Bitstream, which is a CTM Metroidvania hybrid that Adri and I made for a map jam. It took us about a week. The map jam was supposed to take 3 days, but we ended up overscoping and decided that it would be for the best for us to take our time and make the best map we possibly could, and we are pretty sure we did. And I'm not going to be talking about this map in this video. I'm actually going to be making a separate, pretty lengthy video with Adri talking about our decisions and how this map came to be. And that'll be coming up later, probably in the next few days. We'll see. But I wanted to talk about this map's impact on In the Iron Garden and how it's inspired me and what this map sort of has done for that project. And the first thing, the most obvious thing, is the art style. This map is very stylized. I made all the textures for this map from scratch, and I enjoy how it turned out. It's very nice, and it's a very solid visual style because I had some fairly solid references, and I'll be talking about that in the upcoming developer commentary of this map. So I'm going to sort of stave off from talking about the design decisions and what this map is and everything. If you want to play it, you can. There'll be a link in the description down below. I probably should have said that right away, but, you know, whatever. What this map has meant for Iron Garden is that I want to have an art style. I had a lot of fun making the textures for this map, and I want to come up with a visual style that makes it unique. I'm not sure where that's going to be going. I do know that for a lot of it, I'm going to be sort of leaning into the retro-futuristic vibe that I already have for the Terminal and the Scorpion Bulldozer boss and stuff. I have a few other inspirations that I want to implement, and I just like that visual style, and it works well with the blocky limitations that Minecraft has, so I'm going to go in that direction. Also, this map has health drops, which in the Iron Garden also has. This is sort of a testing ground for that, and it works pretty well, but also you can get just items that heal you in this map. There's golden apples that you can find just on the ground, and this has sort of made me lean into the more CTM loot vibe, where realizing that maybe all healing shouldn't be just from killing mobs. The player should also have an option to heal outside of combat without having to fight things. And this map has a very simple health system. There's the desperation system in Iron Garden, which is actually fairly complex. This just has a more simple thing, where every time an XP orb appears, if the closest player doesn't have full health, there's a 15% chance of a health drop appearing. And that means breaking a spawner or fighting a mob has the potential to heal you, but there's also just the golden apples that are around the map. And that sort of inspired me to want to add healing items as pickups, because I was sort of unsure where I wanted to go with the pickup system, and there'll probably be more than just healing items, but I do like the concept of having healing items. And I'm still not 100% sure where I want to go with the pickup system. It's going to be something that probably adds on to combat a bit. I'll probably have pickups that you can get that give you special attacks or do extra damage for a short period of time or give you extra energy. I'm really sort of indecisive on where that's going to go. I know I want it to be a combat supplement, something that players, when they find a pickup, they are sort of unsure if they want to keep the pickup they have or keep the one they have or pick up the one they've just found. And there's also the really tight balance of keeping players from being reckless with health, because I'm not sure if I want to allow players to be reckless with taking damage, or if I should try to make players understand that they shouldn't be. I'm not sure the direction I want to go with combat entirely. I've already talked to Paradox, which is the guy who made Cartographer. If you're a CTM player, you might already be familiar with him, but basically Cartographer is a set of data packs that you can add to a CTM or other maps that give mobs special abilities that map makers can use to make more unique mobs without having to program them themselves. And I talked to him because he has some interesting ideas for mobs, and I've come up with a list of ideas that I'll be probably implementing in the coming days, weeks, or whatever, and I'll probably have a video going over the mobs and stuff uh, somewhat soon, depending on how soon I can get to working on that. My schedule's been kind of crowded lately. This project took an entire week and stuff, so I need to get caught up on doing other stuff other than this because this is more or less my job. I actually do Minecraft stuff as a primary source of income, but that's sort of separate from my map making stuff. I don't really talk about that often. But it does take some time, and I do have to make rent here and there. But that's unrelated. But I'll be working on the mobs and stuff, and once I have the mobs for this map, I can then probably start coming up with ideas of how the mobs will work with each other. A few of them are already sort of designed around interacting with other mobs and stuff. And I don't know. The whole map is still in development, and I have these videos to log sort of where I am mentally with how I feel about the map currently and the direction I'm sort of going, just to catalog the map making process, because sometimes you have a very solid idea of what you want to do, like what we had with Bitstream here, and sometimes you have a very rough idea, which is what I have with Iron Garden. So, moving forward, it's going to be mob design and art style. It's going to be a pretty big focus of the map because builds are sort of indeterminate about when they'll be coming out. They are a rogue element, and I want to not be held back by waiting on stuff, so I'm just going to keep myself busy on this project, designing, iterating, until I feel comfortable with it. I had somebody build an arena, sort of a combat area, for testing purposes. I sort of came up with a general layout and had someone elaborate out to make a proper combat arena. And that'll probably be shown whenever I showcase the mobs that I've come up with. But that's basically everything I wanted to talk about. I will have, as I said, a video coming out fairly soon talking about this map and what it all is and does. If you want to check out this map before that video, because that video will spoil basically everything about this map, then I feel like you should. If you like CTMs, if you like Metroidvanias, if you like adventure maps, if you like all of those or one of them, you can check it out. Even if you don't know if you'd like it, you can give it a try just to feel it. And this is a map that has a lot of custom movement mechanics, with this gauntlet thing here being a fairly sizable focus of the map, hence why it's the logo. But yeah, thanks for watching. I will have a video on this map, as well as other videos on Iron Garden coming up soon, so stick around for those. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will catch y'all later.